Mike Moore Media.
Let's see what's happening at the Stokes County Arts Council. Eddy McGee, Executive Director, is on the line to tell us all about it. Hey, Eddy, what's going on?
Oh, lots as always, Mike Moore.
That's an open question when I ask you. There's so much going on. What's going on? How much time do we have?
That's exactly right. Yeah, if you ever want to do a show for a week straight, just let me know.
I understand.
We can fill up the space.
Sure. Well, give us about 15 minutes at least. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll start with our current gallery exhibit. I think I mentioned this the last time we spoke, but Forsyth Technical Community College, their alumni and visual arts department are our current gallery exhibit here at the Ben and Lemma Apple Gallery at the Arts Place of Stokes, and they will finish up next week, so the 31st. And what a show it's been. This was a new partnership for us, Mike, with Forsyth Tech. We do have Forsyth Technical Community College does have a Stokes campus just several miles away from here. Mm-hmm. But and they have a wonderful visual arts department, and I want to go ahead and put in a plug for Rockingham Community College as well. I think the community college system in North Carolina is really special, and a lot of them have just really, really strong arts departments. Mm-hmm. And so, again, that's why I mentioned Rockingham. But Forsyth Tech, we're so proud to be partnering with them, and so folks they've got another. They got a little over a week to come check out. And, I'm trying to think of everything. It's 3-dimensional, 2-dimensional paintings, sculptures, and repurposing old maps into dresses.
Wow. Okay.
It's something you really need to experience it in person. And we got a lot of great feedback from the visitors and checking in and they've really enjoyed it. So it's been very inspiring. Our next gallery exhibit will begin on April 1st, and that is our South Stokes High School. For the most part, it's high school, but their exhibit, Celebration of Life. The last couple of years, we've also included middle and elementary schools in Stokes County. So the entire building is basically filled up with artwork from Stokes County schools.
Wow.
And we do feature in our gallery our 3 high schools, North Stokes, South Stokes, and West Stokes visual arts departments. And it's another just fabulous exhibit, and it will last a month and a half. We do have an opening reception is not scheduled until Friday, April the 28th, and that's also the evening that we make our scholarship announcements. This year, it's going to be over $5,000. I want to say in the neighborhood of $7,000 in scholarships will be awarding, and but we encourage everyone listening, come and see the student artwork. It's always just so interesting to see what the young minds are imagining. Mm-hmm. What they're creating, and not just paintings or drawings, but we've had woodworking, we've had pottery. It just runs the gamut. So,
isn't it exciting to have those fresh eyes, young eyes on the art world, and what a good opportunity for everybody, for them to do it and for us to come see it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you get to see what they've been working on and how they're developing as artists, because we have several of these students. They'll apply, especially in high school. What you may see as a sophomore or a freshman, it just matures. Mm-hmm. Like all of us, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And then when you see their work as juniors and seniors, and oftentimes they'll go off to college and major in art or architecture or arts management, and again, watching the students develop. Mm-hmm. It's just so wonderful. And then seeing their parents, because quite often the parents and grandparents of the family don't even get to see a lot of what the students are doing. They come up to our gallery, and we have an opening reception, and they get to hear some music, and they get to see the artwork, and it just makes for a really good evening. And that's one of the times where our building is completely packed with people. So it really is inspiring. It really, really is.
So that begins April 1.
Is going to be carrying it on.
Yeah, April 1st.
Again, that will be Friday, April the 28th. We'll have more information about that on our website soon, 5:30, I think, to 8 p.m.
Okay, but the exhibit itself starts on April 1st.
April 1st, yes,
okay,
and it'll run into May.
Okay,
so,
terrific.
Keep that in mind.
Thank you for telling us.
And, absolutely. And then we have, coming up as far as performances or programs on March the 26th, Sunday, March 26th, side-by-side stories. Two locals, Julie Morgan and John Hartman. They've been longtime supporters of the Arts Council, and two wonderful, I could say, musicians, actors, great performers. But this will be an afternoon of storytelling. Some of it could be true, some of it may not be true, but
Good
but it will
stories.
no doubt be fun. And they'll be sharing. Let's see, I think it begins at 3 p.m. And side-by-side stories, and so we're excited about that. Then we're going to get into April, and we have Old Men in Hats on April 22nd. This is 2 to 4 p.m. concert. Steve Shelton, Ken Bloom, and Skip Staples, three locals. I don't know what to expect from this trio. I'm going to go ahead and tell the public right now. There's no telling what will happen because these three are characters. Ken Bloom actually used to be on the music scene on the West Coast. I know he played in several bands that actually played on American Bandstand back in the day.
Wow.
He's backed up a lot of groups in the Bay Area and West Coast. So Ken is one of the just best musicians that I've ever met, and very versatile. And Skip Staples and Steve Shelton are no slouches either. Steve Shelton, retired band director from here in Stokes County, and Skip was a longtime disc jockey in the Durham area and longtime musician. So Old Men in Hats, and again, that's April 22nd, 2 to 4 p.m. So just, I'm telling people now, there's no telling what will happen when those three begin, because
just be prepared.
all bets are off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there'll be no rules that day, so
I
just be
understand.
prepared, people.
Sure, that's fun. That's a good thing.
And then we're working, all these things can be found on our website, stokesarts.org, social media pages. We're doing a lot updating now. We're going to release our summer camp schedule next Monday. And so I know for kids' summer camps, we've got pottery, visual arts, theater. We actually have our uniquely abled camps as well. And so just it's going to be a full summer once again, so stay tuned for those folks. And a lot of upcoming summer concerts, plays. I think I mentioned the Dolly play, the one-woman play that we're going to be. I think I mentioned that last time. And that's still in development. Tickets we hope to go on sale in the next couple of weeks, and that will be in early June. And so it's just we're always a work in progress, Mike Moore.
I tell
Always.
you, I know that, Eddy McGee. Yep. And we appreciate all of the good things that you bring to the area for us to enjoy. So thank you for that.
Absolutely, and we enjoy it. I know the last couple of weeks we've been very busy with school programs. We had a Cherokee play in our middle schools and a public performance this past weekend. And UNCG's North Carolina Theater for Young People the next couple of weeks, Winnie the Pooh is what they're bringing to our elementary schools. We've got a high school field trip, UNCG Opera, a Mozart opera coming up at the end of the month. Actually, that's next week from today, actually.
Okay.
So it never a dull moment in the arts and never a dull moment at Stokes Arts, and we enjoy it, and we enjoy seeing the impact.
So much to share, and if it were not for what you do at Stokes County Arts Council, these things would not get done. And I'm excited when you're always talking about being in the schools and reaching that group. How important is that for to tell the art story?
I think it's very important, Mike. Again, the next generation, you're exposing them to other cultures. You're introducing them to not just typical normal arts. You're letting them use their imagination and their creativity, and that can cross over into a lot of other areas. I know I saw a study a couple of years ago. Adobe Systems had interviewed executive management in Fortune 500 companies, and they asked what was the number one attribute that you're looking for in new employees. And it was over 80% said creativity. And that's the one thing that we're trying to really push our young people. Be creative. Think outside the box. Be a leader. Don't necessarily follow all the time. And because that's how you find answers to questions, and that's how we find solutions. And for us here, I think that's a major part of it is just promoting creativity. And everyone has an art talent, no matter, it could be culinary arts, literary arts, visual arts. There's so many different art forms. And to try them all, experiment, and it will surprise you. And we've had, I tell you, Mike, what's to see the young people that have come up through here, and several examples that I use. Mason Vi just turned 25 years old, and Mason is a guitar player for Old Crow Medicine Show, and he grew up here in our organization.
Yeah.
Ryan Tucker grew up here, graduated from North Stokes, and he's, I think, Pirates Voyage, so he's acting, and he's been with Universal down in Florida, so he's acting, and Tara Shipoff is the reigning runner-up Miss Georgia, and she came up through our organization. She had a dance scholarship, UNC School of the Arts, and performed in the Nutcracker and different ballets around the country. And so we've seen the results, and it is important. The arts are important, and then the next generation, they've got to carry it on, and hopefully they'll carry it on in a creative way. Mm-hmm. And so thank you for asking that. And we couldn't do it without you. We just consider you part of the family, and you're always promoting so many wonderful community things with what you do, Mike. And you're an artist in your own right. So there you go.
Well,
so we appreciate it.
Thank you, Eddy. All right. And thank you for this time together always. I value our time, and it's good to talk to you. And we'll talk again next month.
That works for me. Make it an artful day today, Mike. Thank you, buddy.
Artful day. You're right. Thanks, Eddy.
See
you soon. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's Eddy McGee, Executive Director of the Stokes County Arts Council. Yeah, I hope you are listening closely. Some of the things coming up with the Apple Gallery and side-by-side stories, old men in hats. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? The summer camps and the Dolly one-person performance there. So to get more information about what's happening, go to stokesarts.org, and on Facebook, Stokes County Arts Council. Support the arts whenever you can, and try to get to the Arts Place in Danbury, downtown there on Main Street, for all of the good things that are happening there.